What is the most bizarre thing you have seen on any deployments?
I mean, dude, I've seen some weird shit. I saw a weird one in Afghanistan that was. It's not even the most bizarre thing, but I mean, it was pretty fucking weird to me. We went in and we hit these Bedouins out in the middle of nowhere. Super high elevation. It was one of the hardest physical things I've ever fucking done. And that night we walked into these huge, they look like circus tents these people were living in doing clearance in a circus tent. Obviously, its own set of challenges when you're clearing around canvas. It's kind of dicey trying to set up supporting fires and all that kind of shit. But we popped open this thing and I took a step in and the smell of human shit was so strong that, I mean, everybody started dry heaving, dude. Like, it was fucking foul. I mean, it was bad. And we finally came inside, we cleared the whole structure, it's all on tubes, and we turned on white lights. And I remember Mac turned on a white light, and he hit something on his head, and ran his fingers down and smelled that he was shit. And when you walked inside, they had built almost like scaffolding out of wood. And they laid up cross beams in between it, and they were shitting on like this, the whole family, like 25 of these fucking people were shitting on a big mat, and they were rolling pinning it out into sheets like shingles, and they were lifting them up and putting them on top of this and drying them out and using that to build an actual structured house of shit shingles. And I'm not fucking kidding you, like, I wanted to fly back to base and get a generator and a flat screen TV and bring it back here and plug that fucker in and show them. This is how everybody else in the world is living. And you're drying out human shit. Please, please come with us, get inside of this helicopter, and let us take you to civilization where we can get you a normal meal where you're not living in shit shingles. I mean, dude, like they just fucking weird stuff, man. Yeah, the shit shingles is definitely one of the strangest because everybody in that little community was shitting in the main tent. And I mean, dude, we're talking about dozens and dozens of shit shingles. Like, I mean, they've been stacking them up for weeks, dude. I don't know why. I mean, between that and seeing a 300-pound cow in the middle of a fucking room, like, I've never seen anything like that. Just pop open the door and you're like, oh, what the fuck? Dude, I don't know how you got it in there. Like, I'm not kidding. It couldn't even turn. Like, where it is where it sets. Like, it was shitting in the house, like, just... I mean, it was fucking disgusting. But it looked like a normal house. A normal Afghan house, 2.5, 3 stories, and dead center, main room, 300-pound cow sitting there. What about you?
I think something that we miss is what is bizarre to us is not what we actually consider bizarre to us is extremely bizarre to everybody else. Like, on the everyday thing that we experience, it's bizarre to the general person. Like, people burning, I'll say thousands of pounds of weed to stay warm.
Mm-hmm. Dude, do you remember that time in Iraq where I found that baby on the fucking rooftop in that box? I shoved my hand inside of that box to do SSC and that little
that
baby.
hand grabbed, yeah.
Dude, there was this wooden box. We got on, I think we got into a big fucking blowout that night. And on top of the roof, there's a whole bunch of shit. You know, we're searching, we're trying to find pistols, we're trying to find chest racks, grenades, whatever these fucking assholes had. And there was a wooden box that, you know, we'd classify as a trunk. And that's usually where they hide all their shit. They hide any kind of media they're trying to hide or any kind of nefarious shit. Like, they hide them in these little trunks, they pack them and stuff. And I'm rooting through this thing, and I stick my hand in, and I'm like rooting around through these clothes and all this shit. And this fucking thing grabs a hold of my finger, dude. And bro, I can think about the pressure that fucking baby grabbed my finger. It scared the piss out of me. Dude, it's jet black. There ain't a fucking star in the sky. There's no moonlight. I'm under these green goggles, like trying to focus them, rooting around, and that thing grabbed a hold of me. I jumped the fuck back, like I almost unloaded the box. It scared the shit out of me. And then I went back there, and there was, I mean, a young baby. I mean, weeks old. Like, no idea where mother is, no idea where anybody else is. I mean, there's there's shit tons of people in that Target, and you're like, hey, do you have everybody? I'm like, yep. There's a baby on the roof, and one of the random ones like, oh yeah, you can give it to me. Like, is it your baby? And she's like, no, we'll figure it out. You guys all live in the same house. I don't know whose baby that is. Like, sure, man. Like, I don't know when that kid's been fed. I don't know. It's like they're consumable. It's weird, dude.